A very good evening to all of you. My name is Manas Pandey, and let me tell you very clearly that this video is only for those students who are preparing for UPPSC in English medium only. Take what I am going to do today. I am starting with the 30-year previous year question of Indian geography. It will consist of three parts. This one is the first part. If you like it, I will make another part. If you like that, then I will again make another part. Just after completing the English medium students, I will go for same video for Hindi medium. What is this? Let me tell you very clearly. This is the 30-year previous year question of Indian geography, which will consist the 60% part of your question paper in upcoming exam. For example, you are going to give UPPSC ROARO exam, and the second exam will be UPPCS 2024 as well as 2025. In Indian geography, you will get at least 10 to 15 question in both examination. But out of that 10 to 15 question, at least 5 to 6 question will be from this series only. Means I already have provided this PDF as well as Indian geography PDF in Hindi on Toppers Code. Toppers Code, it is an Android application which is for you. It is free of cost. I already have given it. Right now I am starting with the Indian geography. So let us start with first part of that. Kindly consider it only if you are a student of English medium. So let's starting with the first question. I will explain everything if it is necessary. Let me tell you once again clearly that I already have completed all the series of Indian geography in English language. मतलब मैंने हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों भाषाओं में आपको इंडियन ज्योग्राफी के बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट, फिजिकल जियोग्राफी के बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा दिए हैं. तो मैं ऐसा मान के चल रहा हूँ कि while solving these all question you will not get any kind of problem. So let's start with the first question. First question is usually come in the Uttar Pradesh Lok Sewa Ayog as a match the column. The first question what says? There is Guru Shikhar, there is Doda Betta, Anamudi and Dhupgarh, and you have to just match the column of both sides. Let me tell you that Guru Shikhar is what? When you will say Guru Shikhar, then Doda Betta, Annamalai, Dhupgarh. So Guru Shikhar is the highest peak of what? Aravali. So A will be directly reconnected to Aravali. Let me tell you that every year one highest peak usually come in your exam of Uttar Pradesh Lok Sewa Ayog. So you have to learn everything. This question will be repeating 2 to 3 times in this same series. So second one is Doda Betta. Doda Betta is the highest peak of what? Nilgiri. The highest peak of Nilgiri is Doda Betta. The highest peak of Aravali. Aravali is the mountain series in the northern India, especially it divides Rajasthan into two parts. One is the Thar Registan and another is the green Rajasthan. Let's come to the third one, Anamudi. Anaimudi or Anamudi is the highest peak of Annamalai. When I was teaching you the Indian geography, I was telling that the Western Ghat consists of such kind of structure, and this one, this part, the lower part is known as what? The lower part was Annamalai series, Ilaichi series, Cardamom, Ilaichi, Annamalai. This one is the that sequence. This is Palini Hills, and this side something else, Sahyadri. But this whole knot is usually what we say. This is Nilgiri. So first question means what? The final result of that will be A is directly connected to 2. Doda Betta means highest peak of the Anaimudi. So 2 to 1. It's option B will be correct. For example, Doda Betta is the highest peak of Nilgiri. Anamudi is the highest peak of Annamalai. Dhupgarh is the highest peak of Satpura. Satpura is the range of mountains situated in the Madhya Pradesh. So let's start with the another question. The another question is what? It's a pet question of UPPSC. As you will know that there are 30% question in your UPPSC will be like this only. This is a multiple type question which you will face in your examination. मुझे पता है कि हो सकता है आप इंग्लिश मीडियम के ना हो, बट मैं एक ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. अगर आपको अच्छा लगेगा ना तो आप बताइए, अगर आपको नहीं अच्छा लगेगा तो मैं हिंदी में ही एक्सप्लेन करूँगा. बट लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस वीडियो इन इंग्लिश ओनली. So this is the second question. What you have to select? It is multiple type of question. The first question is that India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. Is this correct? Yes, I think it is correct. India is located in the southeastern hemisphere. No, I already have told you and I already have taught you that this is a globe. This is a globe. This is the upper half, and this is lower half. Where India is situated is like this. So what is this region? It's not southeastern, it is northeastern. India is situated in the northeastern hemisphere. So this is wrong. This one is, second option is wrong. First option is correct, second option is wrong. What is the third option? The latitude angle, the latitude extent of India is 84,376, 84,376. I already have taught you a kind of a mobile number, and I asked you and I recommended you to learn that mobile number. What was the mobile number? 84,376 68 797 25. So this is the latitude and longitude of the India. So question number 2 says that first is correct, second is incorrect, third one is correct, and fourth one is also correct. The longitudinal extent of India is 68.7 and 97.25. So before you go forward, I will recommend you to go through all the playlist of Indian geography which I already have taught you in this Indian geography series. ठीक है ना? This particular video will be uploaded in two playlists. This particular video will be uploaded in two playlists. First, in the playlist of 30-year previous year question that you have asked me to make the video, and secondly you will get same video in Indian geography series, and I will upload both in English medium. Right now I'm uploading in English medium, but after this I will upload in Hindi medium also. Take, let's come to the third question. It's most important question, and you will see this has been asked by UPSC and this has been asked by UPPSC also. So what this question say? What would be the influence of weather condition when in midwinter? When I say midwinter, midwinter means we are talking about the season of India in November, December or December, January. Midwinter means December, January. That will be the much appropriate word for midwinter. A feeble high pressure develop over the northwestern part of India. So I told you in that video when I was telling you the monsoon of India, when I was teaching you the rain in India, in that video I explained everything. So if you can study it in a proper way, you will directly go and you will say that high and dry wind would be blow out from this high pressure area. The northern plain would become cold. The northern plate will become cold. And third one is the scorching wind would be blow during the daytime. Scorching wind means Lu will be, no, it's not correct. There will be the rain brought by the, there will be which kind of rain? There will be the torrential rain brought by this thunderstorm. So basically the answer will be the high and dry wind will be blowing outwards from this high pressure area. And what one will be the correct? Correct number 1 and 2. Let's go to the fourth question. Fourth question says that consider following statement regarding Andaman and Nicobar Island. Regarding Andaman and Nicobar Island, what there are different options, and what usually we do, we usually in geography make it incorrect in examination. Why? Because we don't have practice of such kind of question. But let's try for it. Let's try for it once. What is the question? The question says consider following statement regarding Andaman and Nicobar Island. There are different options. Different options में पहला option क्या है ये भी मैं आपको बता दूं. It enjoys equatorial climate. Can you tell me about Andaman Nicobar? I already have told you that the situation of Andaman and Nicobar is like this one is India, this one is Sri Lanka. Here you will say there is Andaman and Nicobar at this position. This one India, this one Sri Lanka, and this is Andaman and Nicobar. So first thing, it enjoys equatorial climate. Is this correct or not correct? No, it doesn't. Lies in the equatorial climate. Means सदाबहार वन वाले एरिया में नहीं आता ये. Second one, this is the only place in India where a volcano is situated. This one is correct. As you have seen that there is a active volcano in the Andaman and Nicobar. Third one, so second option is correct, I think. Third one is this is the only place in India. आमतौर पे what happens कि when you see in multiple option, when you see this is extreme words should not be correct. But here in this question, what you can see, this is the only place in India where is a volcano is located. Yes, there is only one. There is only place of India which is Andaman and Nicobar where we can see the volcanoes. So this one is correct. Option 3 is what? This is the only place in India where coral bead is found, which is where coral bead is found. It is also correct. So option number C is correct. Both second and third is correct, not one is correct. Let's go to this question. Consider following statement, and let me explain you, because I'm explaining you everything in long words. That's why listen this video in a proper way. Listen this video with your proper mind. And please give me your genuine comments on the comment box, whether it is good or not. Should I explain same question in Hindi or in English? Because I think when there is everything in English, then I should be explaining everything in English only. Consider following statement. This is the another question. The consider following statement means the first statement is what? In coastal region, the land breeze blows over to the sea during night. What usually happens, let me tell you, there is two things. One is the land and other is the sea. Consider like this one is the land part and this one is the sea part of any region. So this one land and this one sea. What happens when sun rays falls on both of the regions? The property of land is such like that it usually heat in very small amount of time. Matlab it get heated easily. The land get heated easily as well as it get colder easily. Means if you try to heat the land, it will get heated easily. Immediately it will get heated. And if you will remove lights, means the sun will go away. In that condition, it will be colder easily. But this situation doesn't happen with the sea. What sea? Sea get heated at very long time. It takes time to get heated, but at the same time it also get too much time to get colder. So what happens at daytime? The heat comes on the ground, it get heated. When it will get heated, what will happen? The atmosphere above the land will get heated and the low pressure area will be generated in this region. So the air will start moving from sea to land in daytime. At the evening, at the night time, what will happen? I told you that the sea usually takes time to get colder as well as it also take time to get heater. So at the late night, it will not easily be cold. But at the night, what will happen? This ground will be easily be colder. So this situation at night, this part will be at high pressure and this part will be at lower pressure. आई थिंक यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट. अगर मैं यही इंग्लिश हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन कर रहा होता तो बड़ा अच्छे से आप समझ जाते, बट इफ़ यू आर ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश मीडियम यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. Please give me your genuine comment because I am making this video first time for you all, for those students who are from English medium background. And let me explain it once again so that you can understand in a proper way. I know that it might be kind of problem with you. So let me explain it again. This one is the land part. As you have seen that India, there are numerous sites, there are numerous coastal regions. So this one is the land part. As you can see, this one is land and this one is the sea. Okay, this one is the sea. What happens when the sun rays falls on both of the particular plane? Means the sun rays is coming on the land and sun rays is also falling on the sea. What happens? The difference between land and sea is that the land get heated easily. Immediately, once the rays are coming on land, it will get heated easily, as well as once the sun will move away, it will get colder easily. Means it get heated easily as well as land get colder easily. ठीक, so it will get heated as well as it got cold easily. But what happens in case of sea? Due to this long reason, the water get heated at late time. And in the same way, it get colder at the late time. It takes time to get heated and it also take time to get colder. So what happened during daytime? The land get immediately heated. When land get immediately heated, it means the air above this land will also be heated. So this will become a zone of low pressure. And this will become a zone of high pressure in daytime. And what is the property of air? Air usually moves from high pressure to low pressure. So at daytime, what will happen? The air will move from sea to land. And at night time, just opposite thing will be happening. The air will be moving from land to sea. The same thing is asking in this question. Let me tell you very clearly that this question has been asked in UPSC. So it usually come in UPPSC because it has been asked in UPSC. Both will copy each other. So what is the question? In coastal region, The question is that in the coastal region, the land breeze blows over the sea during night. It's good. What I am saying, at the night time, the air will move from high pressure to low pressure. At night time, high pressure will be at land because land get colder easily. So there will be high pressure, and at just above the sea there will be low pressure. So air will be moving from land to sea during night, and during daytime air will be moving from sea to land. So both option is correct. As I have explained you, if you want to more correction, you can go to you can reverse your video and you can see same video 2 to 3 times. You will get your concept very clear about it. So let us move to the next question. The questions are very much good. अगर आप कहेंगे, मैं अगेन बोल रहा हूँ, सेम वीडियो को मैं दोबारा बनाऊंगा हिंदी बोलते हुए, मतलब हिंदी में भी यही चीज़ों को समझाते हुए बता सकता हूँ, बट लेट्स ट्राई फॉर इट ना. आपको ये भी तो पता चले. एक चीज़ आपको पता नहीं चलनी चाहिए कि इंटर ट्रॉपिकल कन्वर्जेंस जोन is a low pressure belt which form an important zone of contact over the northern India and Pakistan. No, it's wrong. It's totally wrong. This question is totally wrong because it's not a kind of low pressure belt. It's a point of matching of two particular waves that are coming to each other. So first option is clearly wrong. What is the second option? Intertropical convergence zone invite inflows of wind from different direction. Yes, what ITCZ says, from two different direction the winds are coming, they are matching at this point ITCZ. So ITCZ is a kind of zone which is, what is the area which enables two kinds of northeastern and southeastern trade winds to match at a single belt. Now come to the next question. Next question is like this. Take, let me tell you very clearly about El Nino. El Nino is the effect of heating of water on the left side of South America. Let me make it very clear. This activity is usually happens in the Pacific Ocean. What is the location of El Nino? El Nino is a heated wave. Heated waves. Make it very clear that what is El Nino? El Nino is a effect of hot air. This air generally happens in the South America region and the left coast. That particular coast which comes in Pacific coast of South America region. Usually there is no effect of such El Nino on Indian hemisphere, Indian monsoon, but what happens, the what you can say, it will what happens in India during June to September there is heavy rain, but due to this El Nino effect there will be the less rain happening in India. This is the effect of El Nino, but although what I again say, there is rather a weak correlation between El Nino and Indian monsoon, because El Nino is the effect of hot water. Due to hot water there will be hot air. The location of this one will be on the left side of Southern America. The left side of Southern America belongs to the Pacific region. Let us come to the next point. Doda Betta is the high location located in. Doda Betta peak is located in where? You all know that it is the highest peak of Nilgiri. Let's come to the next point. Himalayas are approximately how many kilometers long? 2500 kilometers long. This is most important question that you should learn for UPPSC. And let me tell you very clearly that you will get 60 to 70% question of the geography from the same video, from the same series, from the same PDF which I have been uploaded on the Topper's Code. Let's come to the second one. Kal Baisakhi. Kal Baisakhi gives rainfall to which place? The West Bengal, the place of the Kal Baisakhi is a kind of notation to having rain in West Bengal. The retreating monsoon get rainfall to. I told you yesterday in last class of Indian geography that there are two mediums of India. There are two mediums of raining in India. First is the June to September, which is usually because of the southwestern monsoon, and second one is the winter rain. Winter rain usually happens to the northwest cold air. Due to that northwest cold air, what will happens? This is retreating monsoon. The returning monsoon or retreating monsoon, because of this, the Tamil Nadu becomes the rainfalling zone. Let's come to the next question. Which of the following is the wettest place in India? You all know that Mahasen Ram of the Meghalaya is the wettest or the place of India which got maximum rainfall. Southwest monsoon reaches in Kerala where? In general situation, in the normal scenario, 1 June is the date of getting rainfall to the Kerala, but just 2 or 1 day before that, means at the end of May, last 2 to 3 days of May, end of May, southwest monsoon reaches Kerala in end of May. Let's come to the next question. Southwest monsoon contributes India's total rainfall up to which extent? So I told you in that video when I was teaching the monsoon in India that 80 to 90% rainfall of the India directly is because of this southwestern monsoon. Let us come to the next point. The Deccan Trap was formed in which time? This question has been asked 5 times in UPPSC in different exam. For example, let me tell you that in APS exam this question, same question was asked. So you have to learn it. What is the question? The Deccan Trap of India. जो दक्षिण का जो Deccan Trap है ना, वो कब बना? तो the question, the answer is Cretaceous volcano city. As you all know that the southern India part is the result of the volcano, the rest part of the volcano, the बचा हुआ part of the volcano. Which of the following is the part of eastern coast? So eastern coast का जो main part है, that is what? That is Coromandel. ठीक, that is Coromandel part. Next question is what is the other name of highest range in Western Ghat? The other name of Western Ghat is Sahyadri. Sahyadri. In generally, what happens in the Maharashtra region, this Western Ghat is used to be said as Sahyadri. The longest beach of India. Listen, there are two things. One is the longest beach. One is the longest coastal region. There are two different questions. For those two different questions, there are two different kind of video I have made. But this time, this is asking that longest beach of India, that is Marina Beach in Chennai. If you will say longest artificial beach of India, it is again Marina Beach in Chennai. What is the name of given to the foothills zone of Himalaya? So when I was teaching the physical geography of India, in that video I was telling you that there are 4 zones. First one is the Trans Himalaya. Second one is the Himalaya, the main Himalaya, Trans Himalaya, then Himalaya, then Middle Himalaya, then go to the Shivalik. So the lower belt of the Himalaya is known as Shivalik Hills. So this is the foothill of the Himalaya, which is Shivalik Hills. In which part of India Dandakaranya is situated? So I have completed everything in the video of Indian Geography. I again recommend you to come here. Once you complete all the playlist, all the video of that playlist of Indian Geography, which I already have been taught you in that particular playlist. So in this question, Dandakaranya is usually situated in the Chhattisgarh. Remember it. It is tribal belt of Odisha and Chhattisgarh, but maximum part of it covers in Chhattisgarh only. The Mount Everest is situated in which region? You all know that Mount Everest is situated in, it is the highest peak of the world. This peak is situated in the Nepal Himalaya. It's not in Kumaon Himalaya, it's not in Indian part. The Mount Everest is usually situated in Nepal Himalaya. Let's come to the next point. The Raman Peak is situated in where? This is important question. This has been asked recently in this year 2023, and the answer of this is Raman Point or the Raman Peak is situated in Arabian Sea. Take? Okay, next one is the highest peak of South India. You all know that the highest peak of South India is Annamudi. This Annamudi peak is situated in the Annamalai. Take? It is situated in the Annamalai. Next, in which range is the Nathula Pass? I have told you and I have taught you and I have make a video in which I was telling you the shortest trick to learn all the passes of India. I already have make video in it. In that video, I was telling you that there are two important passes in Sikkim. One is the N, second is the J. NJ is the shortest trick to learn the passes in Sikkim. N means Nathula, J means Jalapla. So both passes, the result of this question, the answer of this question is Nathula Pass situated in Sikkim. Alright, let's come to the another question. What this question say? In South India, listen, if you will see UPPC's current pattern of examination, you will find out that 50 question out of 150 question of UPPCS, and you will get at least 30 question in ROARO will be of either such kind that you can see over here, or will be of multiple type that has been given on that side. So assertion and reason is the most important part of UPPSC nowadays. So let's start with this only, and you'll have to learn the same question with the same ratio, because same will be copied as a examination question. ठीक, I hope you all are getting my point. If you have any doubt, just give me a comment that sir please continue your video in Hindi, so I can explain. For example, let me explain it. क्वेश्चन दे रखा है assertion में कि साउथ इंडिया में सेमी और स्टेपी क्लाइमेट पाया जाता है कर्नाटका वाले प्लेटू पे. तो आई विल बी एक्सप्लेनिंग लाइक दिस, बट इफ यू हैव टू, फॉर दैट यू विल हैव टू आस्क मी. ठीक, इट लाइज इन द रेन शेडो जोन ऑफ सह्याद्री. इज दिस बोथ क्वेश्चन इज करेक्ट? यस, बोथ इज करेक्ट. द कर्नाटका, स्पेशली the South India, the Karnataka plateau situated in a part of shadow zone. The shadow zone do not get rainfall in the time of June to September. The shadow zone, in shadow zone what comes, this Karnataka plateau as well as Tamil Nadu, both will not get rainfall during June to September. But at the retreating monsoon, when the winter time there will be rainfall, the both of that region will get rainfall. So both is correct and both are explaining each other in a correct manner. Let's come to this one. This is hill station, and you'll have to again match your columns. You will get at least 2 to 3 questions of the match the column. Take first like this one. What is Dalhousie? Dalhousie is a place of a hill station. It's a kind of hill station near about Khajiyar in Himachal Pradesh. Let me tell you that this Dalhousie is a very beautiful place in Himachal Pradesh. I already have doubled that place. It is in Chamba district. It is in Chamba district. Second one, so let me tell that Dalhousie is in Himachal Pradesh. Darjeeling is again a very beautiful hill station situated in West Bengal. Mussoorie is again a very good, Kempty Fall and Bhatta Fall. There are two important falls in Mussoorie. This place is in Uttarakhand, and Pahalgam is a place in Jammu Kashmir from where you can go to the Amarnath Yatra. Okay, let's come to this one. Consider the following statement about southwest monsoon. It's a most important question, and you are seeing third time this question. It occurs from southwest monsoon, means in India usually 90% of the rainfall happens due to this southwest monsoon. The first location where this rainfall fall is the Kerala, and the timing is June to September. So the first one is the very correct. Its direction is northeast to southwest. Its direction is northwest southwest. No, the first part is correct. First part is very much correct, and let me tell you by explaining the explanation part. The B1, 1 and 3, first part is correct. It occurs from June to September. A southwest monsoon approaches withdrawal from particular region. It includes changes of winter pattern. It's a different thing. First option is correct. And again, just let me show you the third option. It gives maximum rainfall as compared to the other monsoon. It has no branches. It has branches. It had 2 branches, 2 different branches. So 1 and 3 are correct. Next, come to the other question. What is the geographical period of the correct sequence of the order of falling? Geographical location means you have to explain the geographical period. It usually comes. What happens? Chronological order. You have to match everything in a chronological order. So the question is like this, कि सबसे पहले क्या बना? तो Aravalli is the oldest one, then Eastern Ghat, then Deccan Plateau, and at the end Himalayan is the newest. Himalaya is the newest one. Aravalli is the oldest one. You have to learn 2 things. Aravalli is the oldest mountain range. After that Eastern Ghat made, then Deccan Plateau made, and then at the end Himalaya made. So this will be the proper sequence of learning these all questions. Come to the 30th question, that what is India enjoys tropical monsoon climate. Is this correct? Yes. India is located within the tropics. No, India doesn't locate it in the tropics, because India has the mid position of the tropics. I was telling you in the last video that there is a Cancer line. Below that Cancer line, what we get evergreen monsoon. But after above line, we usually should get the temperate monsoon, but because of the Himalaya, we cannot get anything at that point. So this one is wrong. First one is correct. Do not go for any confusion. Just be 100% correct and only choose that option. Otherwise, I will always recommend you. And what I usually do, I usually attempt such kind of question only if I am very much sure. So thank you so much. again I'm stopping this video at this point because I just wanted to know from your side that how is your response about the English video. I'm making this video first time in English. If you'll say I will make same video in Hindi also, don't worry, I will explain every part of English in Hindi. So you need no need to worry, because I have to, the main thing is to explanation, to explain, to convince you for every part of this question. Thank you so much. Kindly give your precious comment in the comment box.